Warning, this episode contains adult language, mature situations, a Chūnibyō main character, a love interest with a unique style, edgelordy statements, manga news, and debates. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Listener and viewer discretion is advised. Spiraken Manga Review, episode 513. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Spiraken Manga Review. I'm your host, Zan, konnichiwa, aloha, buongiorno, and what's up? Hope you're doing well out there in internet land. Hope you're excited for another fun-filled episode of this awesome podcast that you can find at that awesome and amazing www.spiraken.com. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, Stitcher, and various other social media sites. Just remember to like, share, subscribe, and if you're watching on YouTube, hit the bell for notification to hear more episodes for us to enjoy. And with that in mind, let's actually get to it, because I'm excited to talk about this awesome podcast and the manga that we reviewed in this episode. But beforehand, if you want to check out my review of Anime Boston 2023, it is up on YouTube right now. Just go to youtube.com/Spiraken and our website, www.spiraken.com, where you can watch both. And with that in mind, let's actually get to the manga review of the week. Because if you remember from that last episode, I spun that one, that only, the Wheel of Manga, and it dictated to be there reviewing a manga, well, that was written by Norio Sakurai and published by Akita Shoten and Seven Seas Entertainment. The original run was 2018 to present, meaning it's still coming out. It was released in Weekly Shonen Champion for the first month of 2018, then it moved over to Weekly Champion Cross, and now it's currently in Manga Cross magazine, so it has bounced all over the place, but it is still popular. There are 8 volumes currently, and it is a shonen rom-com slice-of-life series that's original title was Boku no Kokoro no Yabai Yatsu, or as we know in the United States, it is simply known as The Dangers in My Heart. And this is a very unique story, one which is kind of beautiful, kind of dark, and kind of cringy at the same time. It's the story of a young man whose name is Kyotaro Ichikawa, and Kyotaro is a Chūnibyō. He's someone who's kind of edgelord. He suffers from middle school syndrome, and his thing is that he's really cringy because he's obsessed with murder and killing people, and he thinks that he wants to kill all of his popular classmates. He reads murder encyclopedias, and he loves learning about human anatomy. But the girl he's most obsessed with killing is Anna Yamada, the classroom idol, who is an actress. She's in magazines, and she's really cute, and he just has an obsession with her. He wants to kill her. He doesn't know why, but he's kind of dumb about it, and he's like, you know what, it's weird. So one day when he decides, I'm going to go to my haunt, which is the library, he discovers her in there eating snacks. And he's like, okay, this is weird. She's here eating snacks. I'm just going to ignore her because I want to kill her. And maybe today's the day I can kill her, but I'm not going to because I don't know what I'm doing. And as he observes her, he sees she's kind of weird. She's this really pretty girl, but she eats chips like a crazy person. She buys a party-sized bag for herself. She buys tons of breads, tons of candies, and she eats them. And he's like, what the hell is this? She's supposed to be this really cute, pretty girl, and he's seeing a side of her that no one else sees. And he also observes her doing things like half-assing an assignment for their class, like literally just not measuring it out, just drawing a chart for her class group. And, you know, she spills chocolate. And, oh, crap, I spilled chocolate on the paper. Instead of wiping it off or getting a new piece, she ends up incorporating the chocolate into the kanji to make it look like it's like one of the slashes on it. And she runs out of her room, and she makes it look really bad. She messes it up pretty bad. At one point, she has to cut the piece of poster board in half, and she's ripping it, and he's like, I have a knife in my hand. I could stab her, but I could give it to her, but she'll think it's weird that I have a knife. And turns out she takes it, and she's perfectly fine with it. And she just uses it, takes it, and leaves. He's like, what the hell? Why are you doing that? And he doesn't understand what's going on. He's kind of confused by why she did that. Also, at one point, her classmate yells at her saying, hey, were you eating in the classroom? She's like, no, he was, and hands him the bag of chips. And he's like, wait 1 second, and eats all the bags. She's a glutton, and she's weird. And he sees the points about her that's so unusual. He's kind of confused. And as you can guess, there is something up about her that he kind of likes, kind of doesn't like. Like at one point, he notices that they don't use the poster board chart that she worked so hard on. And he's like, wait a minute, she worked so hard on it. Why are they not using it? She's upset about it, and he understands. As you can guess, his whole I'm going to want to kill my classmates is just him being cringe-lordy. And the truth is he actually likes Anna a lot. He is seeing the quirky side of her, and he does things like when he sees that she's going to cry and someone's going to watch her, he ends up sabotaging his own class project to make it so that people don't get upset at her or cry. You know, like they don't see her cry. He sabotages his own thing just for that reason, but he's there for her, and it's kind of cool, kind of. You know, it's this weird friendship they have where it's this hidden relationship that they're like, they hang out in the library and they do different things. At one point, he sees that his friend is going to talk to a girl because he's going to ask her out. He's like, I'm going to just make myself scarce. Anna's just sitting there just completely ignoring it, and he's kind of hiding. He bumps into the wall, and Anna's like, there must be a cat back there. And so you see him make a cat noise, like a meow, and then she goes back there and says, let me look at it. And she makes a meow noise. They pretend like their cat's fighting, and it's just a really endearing scene of them covering for the fact that this friend is trying to hit on this girl, and them making it, well, it's weird. It's different. It's fun. And as you can guess, it's them developing their relationship, and kind of, she likes him immediately, and he just doesn't understand what is going on. And the first half is him being really creepy, like, I don't know what's wrong. And then he realizes he likes her. He doesn't know what to do. At one point, he's like, I should just kill her and be done with it. But he really cares about her, and it's just them developing their relationship as it goes on. And as the vibes go on, it gets more endearing, more unique. Him meeting her family, her meeting his very strange family, and them kind of getting together. And I have to say, when it gets to a certain point, it is kind of beautiful in a really good way. Especially, it's a very unique, well, when he finally tells her how he feels, it's a great moment, and it's very different than what you expect in most traditional manga and anime. Now, for the art style, it's good. It's a really good art style. It's not a great art style. It's decent. You have the CG moments, but all the characters look very unique, and everyone does flow well. Like, her dad looks like a complete monster. Meanwhile, all of Kyotaro's family looks very similar in a very good way. The classmates, on the other hand, they really don't shine. They do have unique designs, but for the most part, they don't incorporate these unique characters. Just, this is classmate A, B, C, D, E, F. There's a friend who's kind of weird, but there is no real connection with them. And for that purpose, it's just, I don't want to say it's bad, but it's just, it doesn't enthrall me as much. Our main story is Anna and Kyotaro, and those scenes are the scenes which make this manga. And that's one of the best parts about this, is that it does focus on Anna and Kyotaro's relationship. And I've got to say, that is the best part about it. The other elements are just kind of, well, I don't know. I'm kind of stumped on this, because on the one hand, I want to give this a really great rating because it is a good story, and I like the fact that you have Kyotaro growing up and realizing he's in love with this girl and fixing himself, even though they're both middle schoolers. On the other hand, you do have this just kind of cringy Chūnibyō element, which is kind of annoying, and they drop after a certain point, which is good. But by the time they drop it, it's been several volumes, so you have to stand in for the long haul. And that's where you're kind of at a conundrum, because the art style is good, main characters are amazing, side characters suck. So you don't know really what to do at that point. So for those reasons, it's kind of middle of the ground. And for that reason, I have to give this our middle rating, which is a gift from your crazy Aunt Muriel, or a gift from your crazy Aunt Muriel. It's okay. But in the end, it's just kind of forgettable. It's really just kind of, it's got some unique elements, and I love the relationship between them, but there's nothing that stands out about them. Besides him being cringy and him growing up, there's nothing else about him. Anna is a weirdo, and I like that she has these weird elements. Like, at one point, they're at a convenience store, and her magazine just came out, and she's waiting for someone to pick up her magazine, and she kind of moves it in order. And Anna's the interesting party. He's kind of boring. And not like, for example, in Komi, our protagonist, he is super normal, but that normality makes him interesting. In other harem series, yeah, there's a typical, oh, he's the smartest person in the room, he's an asshole, he's saving money, he's this. there is an element that's just intriguing. Kyotaro's is just, I'm a Chūnibyō who's weird and wants to kill a girl, and I like the girl and I don't know what I'm doing. You can root for him or you can't. That's the thing. I'm kind of past the point of these characters who you don't really want to root for. So for that reason, I have to give this a Gift from a Crazy Aunt Muriel. It's okay, but in the end, it's kind of forgettable. Now, if you disagree with me or you agree with me, you can email me personally at Xan, that's Xan @Spiraken.com, or you can tweet me at Spiraken. And let me know your thoughts. Did you enjoy this? Did you not enjoy this? Do you think it was insane? What were your thoughts? Let me know if you really did agree with me, or if you thought that I'm being too harsh on Kyotaro and Anna's relationship, or if you think I'm being too nice about this manga, The Dangers of the Heart. Let me know. Email me at xan@Spiraken.com. Let me know your thoughts. And so with that in mind, let's actually get to the next part, which is the manga releases for the week, and there are a lot this week. This was hit really heavily. So let's actually get to it, shall we? So these are the mangas that were released for April 18th, 2023. Yes, and let's get to it, because we have tons of it, shall we? So first off, we've got Returners Magic Should Be Special Volume 2. A Story of Seven Lives, the complete manga edition. Akashi Records of Bastard Magic Instruction Volume 16. Aphrodite from Commonplace to World's Strongest 0, the manga Volume 8. Barbaritas 2. Blue Lock Volume 6. Catch Those Hands Volume 4. Cheeky Brat Volume 6. Combatants Will Be Dispatched Volume 8. Cross-Dressing Villainess Cecile Sylvie Volume 4. This is the light novel, not the manga. Dead Demons Destruction Volume 12. Does It Count If You Lose Your Virginity to an Android Volume 1. Doomsday with My Dog Volume 2. From the Red Fog Volume 4. Go Go Loser Ranger Volume 4. I Got a Cheat Skill in Another World and Become Unraveled in the Real World 2 Volume 3. I'm a behemoth and S-ranked monster but mistaken for a cat. I Live as an Elf Girl's Pet Volume 6, the manga. I'm Quitting Heroing Volume 2. I'm the Villainess, so I'm Taming the Final Boss Volume 5. This is the light novel. In Another World with My Smartphone Volume 8, the manga. In the Land of Ledley Volume 8, light novel. Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Familia Chronicle Episode Freya Volume 1, the manga. Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon on the Side? Sword Oratory Volume 19. Kimono Jihen Volume 5. King's Proposal Volume 2. Keion Shuffle Volume 1. Konosuba God's Blessing in This Wonderful World Volume 15. Kowloon Generic Romance Volume 3. Laid Back Camp Volume 13. Let This Grieving Soul Retire Volume 5. Love in Heart Volume 7. Love's in Sight Volume 1. Made in Abyss Volume 11. Muroko-chan Volume 7. Yes, this has finally come out. And if you've been following Muroko-chan, you know how awesome this manga is. Anyway, let's go on. Mission Yozakuro Family Volume 4. My Gently Raised Beast Volume 2. My Lovey-Dovey Wife is a Stone Cold Killer Volume 4. My Youth Romantic Comedy is Wrong as I Expected at Comic Volume 19. This is the manga, not the light novel. Our Last Crusade of the Rise of a New World Volume 6. This is the manga. Reborn as a Vending Machine, I Now Wander the Dungeon Volume 1 of the manga has finally been released. Yes, Boxo has finally been introduced to the world, and it's going to be amazing and great to see him destroy the world. And the anime supposedly is coming out this year. I'm actually excited about that. Anyway. Next. We have Record of Ragnarok Volume 6. Remnants of Filth Yu. This is the Mahua novel. This is Volume 1. Rent a Girlfriend, Volume 18. Run on Your New Legs, Volume 4. Sasaki and Miyano, First Year, Volume 1. Saving 80,000 gold in Another World for My Retirement, Number 1. This is the light novel. Slasher Maidens, Volume 7. Something's Wrong with Us, Volume 14. Spy Classroom, Short Story Collection, Volume 1. This is a light novel series. Sugar Apple Fairy Tale, Volume 1 of the manga and Volume 3 of the light novel. Sudome Milky Way, Volume 7. Suppose a Kid from the Last Dungeon Boonies Moves to the Starter Town, Volume 12. This is the light novel. Survival in Another World with My Mistress, the light novel, Volume 5. Tales of the Kingdom, Volume 3. Tatsuki Fujimoto, Before Chainsaw Man, 22-26. Teasing Master Takagi-san, Volume 17. The Boxer, Volume 2. The Demon Swordmaster of Excalibur Academy, Volume 2 of the manga and Volume 8 of the light novel. The Hero Laughs While Walking the Path of Vengeance a Second Time, Volume 5, light novel. The Husky and His White Cat Shizu, Erohei ta da by Mao Shizun. This is another manhwa novel, Volume 3. The Ice Blade Sorceress Shall Rule the World, Volume 5. The Magical Revolution of the Reincarnated Princess and the Genius Young Lady, Volume 4. This is a novel. The Princess of Convenient Plot Device, Volume 2, light novel. The Saga of Tanya the Evil, Volume 19 of the manga is being released. The Vexations of a Shut-In Vampire Princess, Volume 4 of the light novel. The Witch and the Night Will Survive, Volume 1. The World After the Fall, Volume 2. Tokyo Revengers Omnibus, Volumes 9 and 10, being released. Trinity 7, Volume 21. Tsubaki Cho Lonely Planet, Volume 3. Ultraman, Volume 18. Undead Unluck, Volume 11. WITCH, the graphic novel, Part X, Ladies vs. WITCH, Volume 1, the manga. What's Wrong with Secretary Kim, Volume 1. Why Relania Ended Up at the Duke's Mansion, Volume 3. And then last and certainly not least, for 48 mangas that were released this week, Words Bubble Up Like Soda Pop, the light novel adaptation of the anime. And you can watch this currently on Netflix. And so that is our list for the week of all the new releases. Which is the one that excited you the most? I've had a couple that were really exciting and some that were kind of cringy to me. But the ones that excited me the most, the 5 that were my top 5 this week, are Kowloon Generic Romance, Volume 3. Moroku-chan, Volume 7. Reborn as a Vending Machine, I Now Wander the Dungeon, Volume 1. Run on Your New Legs, Volume 4. And then last and certainly not least, Ultraman, Volume 18. Which are the ones you're most excited about? Let me know. Email me, zan@Spiraken.com, or tweet me at Spiraken with your thoughts on what your favorite one was. Was there one that you really enjoyed or one that you thought was kind of mediocre? Let me know. And with that in mind, let's just get to some last-minute updates, shall we? So first off, a couple of things. Besides the manga review release for the anime convention, Anime Boston, we're going to be going to a couple other conventions, including Animazement 2023. I'm excited for that. It's going to be my first convention in North Carolina. Yes, I've officially revealed I have moved to North Carolina. Hooray. I'm now North Carolinian. Go Panthers. Or actually, more importantly than that, go Charlotte Hornets. Because Charlotte Hornets are awesome. I'm a fan of Alonzo Mourning. But yes, officially, Zan has revealed that he is in North Carolina. I did not expect that. But I'm going to Animazement for the first time. I'm excited to go check it out and see how it goes. That is one of the big news. Other big news, I'm going to be releasing a couple more manga reviews this month to go a little extra. I know things have been kind of crazy and the schedule may be a little erratic. It's because I'm still moving in, still trying to move things. I know right now that if you look at my background, It's nothing! Yes. If you look before, we had boxes. The boxes are gone. My recording studio is getting there. Slowly working kind of hard. Also, I am currently missing my chalk. So the IMC, my Wheel of Manga, is officially not been updated because I don't have a new chalk. So if it lands on a 1, which was the Dangers in My Heart, it's actually going to have to be something else. But we'll make it work. I have a great manga that's listed on there on a piece of paper in case that does come up. But besides that, we're going to be releasing some more manga reviews, some more anime reviews. I'm finally going to be going back to the Spiraken motion picture review with the review of Reign of Fire. Yes. Greta and I finally watched it. We're going to talk about it, and we're going to try to do more of the motion picture reviews, more mini movie reviews, more con reviews, and I'm going to be doing some Let's Plays because, let's be honest, next month, Tears of the Kingdom is coming out, and most likely you are never going to hear from me again unless I do Let's Plays because I'm going to be playing that game like no fucking tomorrow. I'm a huge Zelda fan. So I'm going to try to get that up and running on our YouTube stream and our Twitch stream. So, with that in mind, let's actually get to the part that you have all been waiting for. Well, actually, first, one more thing before I go. Something that I always do and I forgot to do this time. I'd like to thank all of you who are listening and watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are awesome. With every email you send, every comment you leave, every new subscriber, it just gives me more motivation to keep doing this podcast. I've been doing this for almost 15 years, and I love doing it. I'm going to be doing this until I'm an old man who has to read manga with thick glasses. You guys make my life awesome, and I love doing this. Thank each and every one of you. And also, if you enjoy what you hear and you want to help us create more fun content for you to enjoy, remember to support our Patreon at patreon.com/Spiraken. We have tons of rewards in 4 tiers you can choose from. Help us create more fun content for you to enjoy, and more importantly, help us be the best podcast that we can be. And with that in mind, let's get to that part you have all been waiting for. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about that one, that only, the Wheel of Manga! Yes, friends, the Wheel of Manga, except a substitute. Now, what is the Wheel of Manga? The Wheel of Manga is a Wheel of Fortune with 10 slots on it. And what I've done is I've assigned a manga title to each of the 10 slots. So what we're going to do is we're going to spin the Wheel of Manga. Whatever number it lands on, that's the manga that we're going to review in the next episode. We have everything from Yeah Boy Koming, Go-Go Loser Rangers, Shonen Note, Shaiyo Shonen, My Sister the Cat, and several others. Let's see what we're going to review the next episode, shall we? Number 6. She likes to cook. She likes to eat. This is going to be kind of fun. So we're going to get to that one, and that's what we're going to review in the next episode, episode 514. Can you believe 514 episodes of this awesome podcast? So that's what we're going to review in the next episode of the Spiraken Manga Review. So anyway, as usual, thank you so much for listening and watching this awesome podcast. I'm your host, Zan. I'm Gonzville. I'll catch you guys next time, and keep reading manga. See you later.